Assalamu alaikum. I am Zoya Nawaz, roll number 61, presenting on the behalf of roll number 61 to 70. Today, our topic of presentation is tapeworm. Introduction. A group of stored infections which are important zoonotic diseases. Two parasites are important in Taeniasis. The first one is Taenia saginata and second one is Taenia solium. These are classified as cyclozoonosis because they require more than one vertebrate host species but no invertebrate host to complete their developmental cycles. The first one, Taenia saginata. This parasite is virtually global in distribution wherever beef is eaten. The larval stage of Taenia saginata, Cysticercus bovis, occur almost all over the world, highly endemic region, prevalence rate exceeding 10%, exist in some African countries. There is modern prevalence in Europe, Southern Asia, and in Japan. Australia and Canada and USA are generally regarded as low endemic areas with prevalence rate below 0.1%. The second one, Taenia solium. Taenia solium infection is endemic in countries of Latin America, Africa, Asia, as well as in some parts of Europe and the USSR. Hosts of infection. The Taenia saginata has a definitive host, which is man, and intermediate host, which is cattle C. bovis. Taenia solium, which is definitive host, man, and the intermediate host, which is pig C. cellulose. So then mode of transmission. These infections are acquired. They have three types of modes of transmission. The number one is through the ingestion of infective cysticerci in the undercooked beef for Taenia saginata, and the pork is for Taenia solium. Second, through ingestion of food, water, or vegetables contaminated with eggs. And the third one is reinfection by transport of eggs from the bowel to the stomach by retroperistalsis is considered to be rare. Incubation period from the adult tapeworm from 8 to 14 weeks. Clinical illness. The impact of tapeworm infection in man is difficult to quantify because in the vast majority of cases they do not lead to clinical ill health except occasional abdominal discomfort, anorexia, and chronic indigestion. Straying of proglottids may sporadically cause appendicitis or cholangitis. The most serious risk of Taenia solium infection is cysticercosis. Human cysticercosis human infection is caused by the ingestion of eggs of solium in contaminated water or food, heteroinfection, or regurgitated eggs from the small intestine, autoinfection. Cysticerci that develop in the central nervous system, neurocysticercosis, represent a serious threat to the individual and even to the community. If this condition is prevalent as a result of mechanical pressure or obstruction, inflammation, a variety of pathological changes are produced, leading to epilepsy, intracranial hypertensive syndromes, hydrocephalus, psychiatric diseases, or death. So here are the control measures. The methods usually employed for control are: number one, treatment of infected persons, meat inspection, number second, and then number third is health education, fourth one, adequate sewage treatment and disposal. Early detection and early treatment of solium cases is essential to prevent health cysticercosis. In human countries, Taenia solium has been controlled by meat inspection and by proper housing and feeding of pigs, education of the public to prevent pollution of soil, water, and food with human feces, and washing of hands before eating and after defecation are important health educational messages. Improvement of living conditions, especially safe treatment of sewage use for farming, should be aimed at. And the treatment is praziquantel and niclosamide have replaced former tenicides, meperidine. They are safe and effective in more than 90% of patients. Praziquantel is given in a single dose of 10 mg per kg body weight. It achieves cure rates of about 99%. At this dose, side effects are minimal. With a dose of 4 tablets, 2 grams of niclosamide, cure rates are over 90%. This drug is given in the morning, empty stomach. The tablets must be chewed thoroughly and swallowed with water. Eating may be resumed after 2 hours. It usually produces no side effects. Treatment for cysticercosis. The treatment should be individualized based on the number and location of cysts and their viability. Albendazole and praziquantel are both effective in the treatment. 10 to 15 milligram per kg body weight of albendazole is given twice daily with a fatty meal, and primaquantel is given in 50 milligram per kg per day in 3 divided doses for 15 days. Albendazole is the drug of choice because co-administration of albendazole and a steroid to treat inflammation results in increased albendazole absorption, whereas combined use of praziquantel and steroid greatly decreases plasma levels of praziquantel. Both the drugs are given with fatty meals as this increases absorption fourfold to fivefold. So that's all. Thank you.